say a biggest challenge for me in production would probably be budgets are less nowadays. We haven't got as much money. Client is watching the pennies. We're also finding that clients are wanting a lot more information put into a script, and we're struggling with our timings already, because what tends to happen is your media houses pre-purchase media time. So we are told you have 5 30-second slots and off you go, here are your scripts. Your creative has to write a script that has a concept that is appealing to the listener, and within there you then have to have a multitude of things that the client wants you to say, and half the time you've got a disclaimer at the end, or a terms and conditions, or a gambling disclaimer, or something. So we're very, very, very squeezed in actually putting together a nicely made radio commercial. We need almost the media to be purchased after the fact. What we try and do to prevent this cramming of information into a commercial, it's really got to start from the account management side, pushing back to client and saying it's too much information, we can't do it, we've only got this much time. If we're translating it into languages, the sentences are longer, it takes longer to say things, we just can't physically do it. So it needs to start there. As producers, we push back to our client service, who's meant to push back to the client. It doesn't always work, it depends on the relationships. And you find often in studio is where you all sit fighting it out and arguing it out. And it's a difficult one. It's something that we really need to resolve. Where we're getting it right with our radio in South Africa is we're starting to think along the lines of getting copywriters of specific languages to write the radio spots in that language. For example, a Zulu writer will be brought in to write a script in Zulu, a Tswana, the same thing. As opposed to the sort of way that we've always done it, where we've had a script written in English and just translated it. The whole concept is just translated into the language and fly it that way. And we're losing out on the nuances of the language. You're losing out on the little quirkiness of each particular language, and the way they speak and the type of music they use, and just the people and the voices. And I think that is important, and I think that is where our radio will grow. Okay, my top 5 tips for getting a return on investment in radio would probably be, from the production side, keeping it single-minded. For example, throw 20 balls at someone, they're not likely to catch any of them. Throwing one, they more than likely will grab that one ball. So keep your ad simple. Rule of 3, same thing. Don't list more than 3 items in your commercial. People won't remember it. It's subliminal. It's in the background when they're listening to radio. When you're in production, know exactly what you want out of your radio commercial when you go to that studio. Not start thinking about it when you park your car in the parking lot and think, oh yes, what am I doing today? You must know what you're going in to do in that radio commercial. Otherwise you waste everyone's time. Make friends with your engineer. They have a lot of great information to add and insight to add to your radio spots. And I think have fun more than anything. Have fun. Radio can be fun. It doesn't have to be serious. I think the RB could help all of the people involved in radio, basically just by the information sharing that they're already doing. If you go into their sites and look at their newsletters, I think just listening to people, getting information from different people makes us grow as people, learning how to do things better. And I think they must continue to maybe showcase some of the good stories, play some of the latest ads, how they were made, how we got to them, the marketing side. I don't know enough about marketing. I don't know enough about that whole side of radio, the media side. So it's just information, feeding us all with information so we can learn what we all do and just get better at doing it.